Yeah, 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 yeah. I was sleeping, had to wake up. Why? Every reason I can think of. God, till the day I keep the ink up. What's up, YouTube? Today, we'll be looking at disturbing TikToks that'll make you question reality. So without further ado, welcome to Adam Strain Reacts. Let's get her done.
This is Dublin in 1915. And just look at us ants, standing amongst the grand architecture of the old world. They say that this temple in India was carved from the mountain, from the top down, all using no power tools, all by essentially hammer and chisel. And as impressive as this temple is, they tell us after that, it was buried and left forgotten until recent times when it was rediscovered. Clearly another sign of the mud flood from an advanced past wiped away. Question everything.
I find this picture very haunting. This was taken 4 years before World War I, and these are 9 kings. It might be the only photo in existence of 9 kings ever taken. Not only were all these guys friends, but a lot of them were related. And I'm not just talking about distant relatives. The heads of Russia, Germany, and the UK were first cousins. These two guys could be twins. This is Tsar Nicholas of Russia and King George of Britain, and they may as well be brothers. They were frequently mistaken for each other at weddings and events. After this photo was taken, 4 of these monarchies would cease to exist. One of these leaders would be assassinated, and 20 million people would die because of these guys' egos. Many of them grew up together or shared a grandmother. And when the war started, some of them tried to cover up these connections. Like the UK royal family today is known as the House of Windsor. That changed in World War I. Before that, they were the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, but that sounded way too German when they were literally fighting the German. He's like, oh, can't have everyone, associating me with my cousin. This picture just represents the final gasp of that old world that was just disappearing and dying.
It's not just the Klaus Schwabs and the Faucis. All of them are the visible. The ones who really plan are behind the curtain. They don't want anyone to know who they are. There are dynasties that have continued since a long time. Some of the evidence for this has come out. I mean, for example, World War II documents, after 80 years, they've released quite a bit, and you suddenly realize, hey, some of them are still now. That's right.
And who are some of those people?
Rockefeller, Rothschild, multinational corporations. And they tell you, it's all written, it's all laid out. They want one world government, one world health organization that tells everybody in the universe what they may do, and they did it during COVID.
A lot of people ask me why their grandparents or great-grandparents never talked about the reset. Why don't they remember anything about it? Well, let me try to explain it. First, there were the Cabbage Patch babies. Now, these weren't just toys, you see. They became a symbol of something much bigger, a massive repopulation effort after the reset. These babies, they weren't born the usual way. They were produced almost mechanically in large numbers and distributed through a cold, efficient system. Strange, isn't it? Brings to mind ideas like cloning, doesn't it? And maybe that's why today you see so many folks who just seem to go with the flow. No questions, no thinking. Did you know they say nearly half the population doesn't even have an internal monologue? Imagine that, living life with a quiet mind, just following along. Those babies, those orphan trains, they were shipped off along with abandoned children who had survived the reset, taken from their families, sent to faraway lands. Many ended up in America. And when they got there, they were given a new story, the official version of history. No elders left to tell them the truth, nobody to remember how things used to be. It made them easier to control, you see, easier to accept the new narrative.
What on earth did your...
It might seem far-fetched, but really, when you look at a few things within that story, kind of makes sense, because there's the incubator babies, like you were saying. There's the orphan trains where all the children were being sent towards the West or in trains without their parents. And there was also the prevalence of these enormous buildings that they used to call asylums, and that somehow they always had a reason to put people in there. And we don't really know why. So would it make sense that the people that didn't go along would go there? Or I don't know. These are just questions that I have. I have no resolution in my mind, but these facts really do seem like they come out of a science fiction story. But when you start looking into the official narrative, it's there. So it's kind of weird. Have you guys ever looked into the orphan trains, into the Cabbage Patch babies, the incubator babies? If so, let me know what you think down below, and let's keep on rocking.
Europeans even eat before corn, beans, squash, tomatoes, peppers, and a bunch of other things all came to Europe from the New World. Last time I did a video on this, a lot of people said potatoes, of course. Well, that's right, medieval Europeans didn't have potatoes. Others said cabbages, of course. But the round heads we think of as cabbage today weren't cultivated until sometime around 1600 or later. Still, other people said they ate a lot of meat, obviously. Haven't you seen the movies? Well, it turns out that with the normal historical caveats for different times and places and all that, most scholars estimate that the meat was only about 3 to 5% of the average calories consumed in a year. Hunting and fishing were largely regulated and reserved for the wealthy. And generally speaking, almost everybody was a peasant, 95 to 99%. And scholars say peasants mostly ate pottage. All thick stews of various vegetables and grains cooked over a long period of time into a mush. Beer was a very important part of the medieval diet. The water wasn't safe to drink, and beer was actually high in nutrients and calories. There were different rustic regional breads, often dipped in the beer after they'd gone stale.
This is the Jewish knowledge that will change your life. In Kabbalah, there are two cosmic trees that symbolize the structure of the universe. One is upside down, and the other is right side up. In relation to the cosmos, the roots of the upside down cosmic tree are located in the upper world or spiritual realm, and its branches are located in the lower world or material realm. In other words, the upside down cosmic tree is the world of cause. Within the spiritual realm, there are forces that manage and govern the things in the material realm, which is the branch level of reality. Anything that exists in the branch level of reality is the direct result of a force in the root level of reality. Therefore, the branch is the world of effect, which is the external part of reality and has no power on its own. To understand how to manipulate these spiritual forces, watch the full video on our YouTube channel.
The Insect Allies program, DARPA, what they're doing is they're infecting insects with these certain viruses, releasing them into crops to where these insects go bring the viruses to the plants to help these plants be more resilient to drought, different types of potential foreign bio weapons or whatever. But they're saying probably shouldn't be doing that. And the fact that you can easily weaponize that to where you can infect these bugs with a virus that kills the crops or
kills the people that eat them.
How is it okay to run experiments when you don't actually have a closed system? These just go wherever.
People are saying this whole DARPA thing, though, is just a face for them actually developing bioweapons.
Yeah.
We talked about like the weather control, right? You can potentially destroy a country just by weather manipulation. It's like you can't prove it. So when you do a bug, you just release these bugs. You can do it in a box. You can do it wherever.
You sound like a crazy person. Like, what? We weaponized mosquito? You sound insane.
It's there!
plausible deniability. It's crazy. I want to just trust somebody.
Sorry.
I want to be able to trust somebody.
Sorry, you can't.
Ninja Turtles and Daredevil are actually connected. In Ninja Turtles, the clan is called the Foot Clan. Now, in Daredevil, the clan they fight is called the Hand. Okay? So Foot in the Hand. Let's check this out though. Okay. Daredevil's origin. He got blinded when there was a car crash and a special chemical went on his eyes. And he was blinded forever. Now, in the same origin of the Ninja Turtles, it's explained when there was a car accident, there was a blind kid that caused an accident. And what happened was a bottle of special chemical rolled down into the sewer, broke, and went to the turtles and created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
The writers confirmed it. It was like a callback to what happened to Daredevil because they're huge Daredevil fans and they just wanted to connect the universes in that way. Even though they're not in the same one, they wanted to connect the origin story.
That's so fire. I love when they do that.
There is this new Palantir commercial ad that just came out that you guys need to check out. You guys do remember who Palantir is, right? The new data integration company that's helping the Department of Defense, the IRS, the DOD, DOGE, and all these, and ICE, the people who handle immigration. But check this thing out, y'all. This is crazy.
Good morning, citizens. Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah. I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead.
Can you guys please let me through?
Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct. This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen responsibility? Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
This man invented a... I don't think that was an ad, but yeah, for sure having a digital grid with everything being quantified and measured will allow for the possibility of them to restrict and limit and control and coerce. I mean, we've seen it during the COVID, what happened, right? So do you guys think that, Black Mirror or what happened in China, then Black Mirror, you think it's still a science fiction, or do you guys think it's just a question of time? Are you guys ready for this new system? Or do you guys think we're making a huge mistake? Let me know down below, and let's keep on rocking.
A device to talk to bees.
Check this out.
With solo cups, metal, and speaker cups.
It's very simple, but it's effective.
When I put this thing up against my beehive,
listen. They sound like little people.
have y'all ever heard of anything like this before?
That's so crazy. They sound like people. If you listen closely, they really do sound like the minions from Despicable Me. I've never seen this before, but I thought it was cool, so I thought I'd show y'all. As always, thank you for watching. Stay weird.
Many other people in many places have speculated on the meaning of this first landing on another body in space. Would each of you give us your estimate of what is the meaning of this to all of us?
I'm going to try that. Heck yeah.
Baseball itself, the origins might be demonic.
How? What? Throwing and hitting a bat?
Everything about baseball is very related to the Freemasons. The diamond they play on is in what shape? It's in the same shape of the compass in the Freemason logo.
Oh.
Now back this. What is the degree of that angle in that diamond?
What is it? Like
33 degrees. Why? Because 33 is the highest level you can go in Freemasonry.
No
Remember?
way.
The MLB baseball bats, they're 33 inches in length and 33 ounces in weight. Yes, fam. Also, the threads on the baseball itself, there's 33
Like
on each line.
What?
Theory was they made it as homage to the Freemasons or whatever ritualistic things they want to get into. What's being talked about right now is how every sport references what god or what deity.
What?
Remember we were talking about the cowhead is named ball. Baseball. Oh, think about it, man. Baseball. Basketball, man.
Fam.
It might actually be something more than we think.
Demonic.
Gold is rare and hard to mine, but because gold was heavy and hard to carry, government started using paper money that represented gold stored in a big vault.
Oh, like a coupon where you redeem $5 of paper money for $5 of gold.
Exactly! The government couldn't print more money without mining more gold, and it worked great! People built wealth. Society thrived.
Paper money made so much sense.
But then governments became greedy, and instead of making the same amount of paper money as gold, they just started printing new money out of thin air.
Paper money makes no sense.
People worked their whole lives saving paper money, only to lose everything to inflation when the government made creating money easy.
That sounds like the wampum seashells all over again.
When money is easy to make, society begins to break.
So how do we make money that's easy to carry but hard to create?
Well, one solution is Bitcoin. Back in 2008, I became fed up with government money, with the corruption, the manipulation, so I created a digital currency.
Money you keep on a computer, right?
Exactly. Digital money that can be sent directly from one person to another without any bank or government involved. And the best part? It's hard money.
The guy who dissed my gummy bears thinks computer money is hard. It's the hardest money ever invented.
Bitcoin is very hard to make more of. Each new coin gets added to the supply only after a computer works very hard to solve a math problem, where there's no shortcut and solving it costs a lot of energy and time.
Okay, but if it's on a computer, can't I just copy and paste?
Not with Bitcoin. You see, there's a public record of every Bitcoin ever created. It's called the blockchain.
New Zealand dewormer? Are you kidding me? Apparently in New Zealand and many other countries, they deworm each other. They do it like every 6 months. Yes, people. Yes, this is for people. No, I'm not covering anything up. Threadworm is highly contagious and is the only common worm in what? Are you joking, man? You can literally get this right here at the daggum, like at Walmart where the pharmacy part is, where all like the Tylenol and stuff is. You just walk up and grab it and you buy it, and that's it. It's literally that simple. Look at this right here, y'all. This is not in America. You don't find this in America. People are like, well, I can get it on Amazon. Yeah, maybe you can. I don't know, but In New Zealand, you can buy it over the counter. This is for people, as you can see, humans. Look at that, for each family member. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me, man, that you can literally come here and buy it and use it, and it's totally normal. Everybody does it. It's not like a, it's just like a, every 6 months. Yeah, me and my wife, the kids, we just do it. That's crazy. Are you joking me?
So these are star forts. We find them all across the world. They say that they were created as military fortifications. But really, you know, they're full of sacred geometry. I have a hard time seeing how they built it, because it's not just the buildings, it's also the earthworks, the waterways, the canals. Very impressive. And sometimes the stories that they give for the building is very weird. And like I said, you find the same exact structures everywhere in the world, from Japan, Europe, America, anywhere. It's truly inspiring and truly amazing to see, to be honest. And that's a wrap for today, familia. Whether you're tuning in with the sunrise or you're posted up after midnight, I appreciate your time, your curiosity, your energy. Remember, this isn't about truth or fiction. This is about perspective. If this sparked a thought, a laugh, a deeper question, then we did our job. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Keep the convo alive. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you're riding a wave, because we're just getting started. Until next time, stay grounded, stay weird, stay critical. I'm Adam Strain, and this has been Adam Strain Reacts. Peace. What y'all think, but now it's time for us to link up. Really think we on the brink of making a change from living this strange.